Welcome to my videos. So guys, you might be aware that this year around in 2026 around 2 million people are going to have their status expired. That means people who are on work permit, study permit, visitor record and all, they will have. Now a question, or you can say discussion, is going on social media, even on mainstream media also. What's going to happen to these people, which majority of them are Indians. Of course the exact number is not known, but some channels are claiming like around 1 million, but again I don't have the exact number, so I don't want to quote. So related to this, I want to share my opinion. So please watch this video till the end. And also I want to clarify, neither I'm an immigration consultant nor I'm a government body. So in case you take anything out of this, you do it at your own risk. So guys, in my opinion, majority will go back on their own. Okay. Because many people will be on work permit, like ICT work permit, or many IT guys work here, those who come on deportation. Then a lot of people stay on visitor records, like parents and grandparents. They will go back to, no, like in most of the cases, of course. Even for study permits and postgraduate work permit, when they have their status expired and there is no way they can extend, many people don't want to do anything illegal, or because they know that one raw incorrect step and that's going to jeopardize their future plans. Because if you go back legally, you have every right to come back legally. Okay, but if you don't go back legally, then what consequences it could be. Having said that, some people will try to utilize some loopholes by claiming fake refugee status. Many are gonna do, no doubt, because many of these people will be misguided by unlicensed immigration consultants, those who just eye the money. Many will take wrong routes, like buying LMIA or and all. But remember guys, when you do anything wrong, don't expect anything good. Like, I came to know about a girl who had paid $50,000 for LMIA, and her work permit has been refused because some wrong documents were found. So now who she can blame now? Herself. Like, she has lost the money she had mustered here after working so hard, and then she got some money from back home. Ultimately, what's the outcome? She got the misrepresentation ban of 5 years. I'm not gonna share her personal details because it's, the obvious reason. So, but apart from this, for those who will not go back will create a major risk. I will tell you how. Let's say a particular number, I'm just saying a number, let's say 50,000 of these don't go back and continue staying here illegally. What these people are gonna do? They need cash jobs, right? Because legally they will not work, so they will compete for cash jobs across the country. But there's another risk also. These guys will be so desperate to get money and better living conditions that they will be prime targets of crime gangs. Many of these will be targeted by criminal gangs to recruit and carry out criminal activities. Because these guys, they'll be in circumstances where they have nothing to lose, right? So they'll be like dreadful criminals, no doubt. Especially when the country is under severe crime waves, it is very important that these issues to be addressed. I assume government is gonna make proper investments and planning to curb such dangers that are currently being thought of. So that has to be in place. Meanwhile, I believe CBSA and other enforcement agencies, they should be having proper resources to tackle these cases, so that such issues can be handled and public safety can be achieved. So this is what my opinion is, guys. Let me know what you feel about it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Thank you.